What's up internet, my name is Bear and welcome to a brand new video today where I'm gonna show you how to get every single ability in Blox Fruit. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so today the goal is to get every ability in the first sea, which includes Airjump, Aura, and Flashstep. So those are the easiest ones to get. And then after that, we're gonna get the Instinct, which is a lot harder. That's gonna be like the majority of this video. So there are a few more abilities, but you can unlock those in the second and third sea, mainly in the third sea. I'm not there by far, and if you're somewhat of a new player, you cannot access these as well. So before we start, there's a few things I have to preface. I'm gonna use flight in this video a lot. If you want to have an easier time, also get a devil fruit that has flight. If not, you can just use the boat. All of this is accessible if you just use a boat and you get the Flashstep ability. So yeah, you're gonna need 135 belly in total, which you should have in no time. If you're just grinding levels in general, you should be able to get that very, very fast. Now that is for the first three. If you want the final Instinct ability, you're gonna need to be a lot further. You need to be in Skypiea and whatnot, but you need 750,000 belly for that specific skill alone. I'll also showcase all of these abilities as we are covering them, of course. All right, for the first skill, what I recommend is you go to the pirate village. So you could either spawn in as a marine and go there, or just spawn in as a pirate and you're there straight away. So if you look at the map over here, it will somewhat tell you where you're supposed to go. So if you look over here, it says the jungle. So that is the level 15 place. Where we need to go is the level 90 place. Don't worry if you're not level 90. You don't need to be level 90. You just need the amount of money that I talked about earlier. So the 335 belly. To get there, we need to go straight to the right. It would seem maybe a bit in the back. If you see over there is the big rock. So you see in the distance, you will see the jungle there. Skypiea is there. There you see a prison, and then there's a rock to our immediate right if we're next to the map. So let's go over there. I'm gonna fly. You can use a boat, do whatever you want, but it's gonna be as easy as that. So I'll catch you, once I'm at the harbor. We'll be right there. Okay, we've made it to the harbor. So this is what the place you're supposed to be is gonna look like. So what you do from here is you go over to the right. So just go over to the right, jump up here, and there's a cave right here that you can access. It's very easy. You just go in there, and over here is the first place you want to be looking for. So over here you see the ability teacher. That is the first place we're going to be getting our abilities. So what he says is, which special ability would you like to learn? And you can just click it. You can say Airjump. Okay, it will teach you it for 10,000. Very easy. You learn it. I already have it, so bang, done. Now you go to Aura. Make sure you buy that for 25,000. Also, it teaches you like where the hotkey is. So in this case, it's J for the Aura. That's on mouse and keyboard, by the way. If you're on PC, if you're on phone, I think if that is even possible, you can just press a button, like it will tell you straight away where it is. Never played it on a phone. Anyway, so Airjump is very simple. It's just the ability to jump multiple times. You've seen many people do that. That's how you jump multiple times. You get it. Then we have Flashstep. If I remember correctly, the key is R. There it is. For this, you will need 100,000. So this is by far the most expensive ability the ability teacher has. So yeah, you can go really fast on between medium distances. Okay, and now to showcase every single ability, we're gonna go right outside over here. So to do the multiple jump or the air jump, just keep jumping, and that's all it is. That is all it is. Do note that you need your energy. So if you don't have energy, that's gonna like mess you up with this. So to train your energy, by the way, all you have to do is go to stats and put some points into melee, if I remember correctly. Melee will give you more energy. Now, next up we have Aura, and if you remember correctly, you press the J key to activate that, and it will activate on your arms, or as you can see, also your sword. So your sword will become completely covered in Haki, or Aura as it's called in this game, and your hands as well if you're, just like fighting in general. Yeah, so any fighting style will be affected by Haki. You can touch Logia users with this, and I believe you can train it further to unlock more potential with it, like to make it enhance your actual damage, but that is way further down the line in the third sea, so keep that in mind. And now for the last ability, we have Flashstep. So that is the R key. So what you want to do is just aim your mouse where you want to go and press R and you'll teleport there. It's that simple. It does have quite the cooldown. You can also go up with it if the cooldown goes down. I don't really see any cooldowns on screen, so that is the only downside to this, but it's not extremely long. There we go. I could do it again. And yeah, it's that easy. So that is the Flashstep, guys. Okay, that was the easiest part of this video. That took like no time at all. But what we want to do now is get the Instinct Trainer. I think I'm not going to waste your time here. We're not going to go to Skypiea straight away, but that is our end point. Keep in mind, it is not just Skypiea. It is the top of Skypiea that we need to go. So you have the regular Skypiea Island. That is all great. But then you also have like a top layer that you need to go into the clouds for. You can teleport there. It's kind of complicated. We'll get to that once we are there, but keep in mind you need a 750,000 belly for this specific skill. Now the next requirement is you need to be level 300 at least. So if you're not level 300, you can tune out right here. Thank you for watching, but you cannot get this skill if you're not level 300 or higher. And then last of all, this is where the most time-consuming part comes in. You have to kill the Saber Expert. There's a whole puzzle surrounding this guy, and I'm gonna walk you through it. Now for the first part, what we have to do is go to the jungle and solve a puzzle there. This is somewhat complicated to explain, but you'll catch on, I'm sure. So all we have to do for that is, of course, go right over to the next island. So let's fly over there. I'll see you once I reach it. It is the trees. You'll find the jungle. I am pretty sure it's the first island to go. I showed you at the beginning of the video too. Okay, now what do we do in the jungle? We find buttons. It is that easy. We have to just press a few buttons, but you need to find them. It's quite the puzzle. Okay, so alternatively, this is all the places you need to go. Just keep an eye on what you see here. This is where all the buttons are located. I'll also show you in game, of course, but yeah, just there you go. You can pause the video and just do it through this image, or I will show you right now. All right, so if we looked at the map, there's the harbor over here. And the first one I like to do is over on the rocks that, where there's the NPC we can talk to. So I'm gonna fly over there. You can just run over there, do whatever you want, of course. But there is a button right here. So down. By the way, that's where we need to go. For me, it's open. That's close for you, but there we'll get there. First button right over here. You see the Blox Fruit, gotcha, and of course the button. So in total, there's 5 buttons we need to press. So if you see on the tree over here, you're gonna press it. Bang. Second button, done. Now the last one on this island, we need to cross the water. So from here, you want to look at the Blox Fruit guy over there, the gotcha guy, and then we fly past the bridge all the way. This one is a bit harder to find, I find. Okay, so the last one is right at the harbor. So you see the gate over here at the harbor, straight to the left where there's this little circle. It is right like at this bush. This one is probably the hardest to find, I feel like. But yeah, it's very easy. There's a monkey right there. There's a bridge. I'm sure you can find it. For the next one, we need to go over to the next part of the jungle island. So we want to fly or just walk all the way over to this next little island. The first one is on the left here on this tree. So just double jump and make sure to press it with just a double jump. You should be able to do it. No problem whatsoever. And then there's one more button that we need to press on the other side of the island, but it is on the same side and then in the back over here, if you saw the map earlier. So it is right over here on the rocks. So that is all you have to do, and then you should get a little prompt. Now that you've pressed all 5 buttons, sorry, I said you get a prompt, but you don't really get a prompt. All you have to do is go over to the house, the quest giver house. But anyway, once you've activated all the buttons, you don't need to talk to them. You can go down right over here, and then this should open up. So you can jump down here. If I can get in, hello. There we go. So there's also a chest here that gives you good money, and then you get a little poem where it says, lands of sand, my home does stand now dark and grim, bring light within. So you can bring this torch with you. You should be able to pick it up. I don't think I can now that I'm, you know, I already did this quest, but you should be able to get a torch item. So don't get out of the server, make sure to stay in the same server. But then you should be able to bring that item. So now from there, we need to go to the desert island. So just stay with me. I'll show you where it is. So the desert island should not be that hard to find. So all you have to do for that is go to the spawn location again. Jungle is like right over there, if you see. So jungle is just fly towards the big fountain in the distance. That's what I always do anyway. So if you keep flying towards the fountain, we should be able to find the desert island. Actually, I take that back. It is to the right of spawn. So you kind of have to fly towards the fountain, but it's kind of hard to explain. But if you see there's spawn, we fly over here, there's pyramids. So yeah, spawn, pyramids, bang. And then the fountain is over there. So yeah, I'm sure the map at spawn will also help you out greatly with that. We have arrived at the harbor of the desert. This is where you need to be. Bang. You can set your spawn point here in case you think you're gonna die or something, but you don't really need to fight anyone here, except if there's players, of course, that are trying to kill you. So now we have to look for a collapsed house, which is, of course, right here to the left. There's a red door that we need to enter. So once you have the light, you should be able to, you can enter it. I think you can already enter it without. It says greetings. Great. You can go down here and then you can use your lights. Oh, right. So the lights is supposed to like burn down the red curtain here. So I can just walk through it because I already did the quest. But for you, normally you would be blocked, but with the light, you can burn it down and go past. And then you can enter this little house. Or I think actually the curtain might be here. But for me, it's gone, of course. So yeah, here it'll burn down and you can pass, and then you see this little poem here. That's the next part of the quest. So what you have to do here is grab the cup. What we need to do with the cup, so we need to go to the ice islands where we were before, where we got all the beautiful skills like the Flashstep and our aura and all that. And then the poem will also make sense once we're there. So yeah, let's go over there. I'll meet you guys there. I'm sure you can find your way. If not, all you need to do is, of course, go over to those rocks. So you see Skype over there. There is where you need to be. There's the prison. Just go that way. I'll meet you once I'm there. By the way, you'll pass by spawn. Just if that helps find your way better, just pass by spawn. Okay, we're about to arrive there. What you want to do is head straight to the ability teacher because we need to be there for this quest to continue. So we're gonna go inside the cave here. Oh, bang. Well, if it wants to, there we go. So now all you see here is a bunch of ice on the ceiling, and that is where it comes in. There's a dripping one, and then you hold your cup under it and it will fill up with water. Also a note, if you do not have the chalice or whatever it's called, the cup in your inventory, you won't see it dripping. It will only drip if you can actually use it, or if you've already used it. Now what we have to do with this is we have to enter a house in the island. So you have the cup now that is filled with water, and then all you have to do is go to this house to the right of the sword stealer guy, or I think it is the house actually of the sword stealer. So you have to talk to the sick man in here, and he will ask you to help him out. And he'll be like, oh, please meet up with my son. I'm sure he will reward you. And that is what we're gonna do right now. So now we have to go to Pirate Village. This is, I always have trouble finding Pirate Village for some reason. It is not the spawn island. Keep that in mind. That's what always causes the confusion for me. But we have to find the spawn island. So I think, wait, this is map 2. This is not actually where we need to be, I think. Actually, this does help. So we need to go to this little part over here. So currently we are here, if that makes sense, at the ice island. We need to pass by Middletown and go to the left, or pass by the desert area. We need to go to Pirate Island. I think it is those towers over there in the distance. So yeah, let's go over there. And I'll once again meet you once I'm there. Or it's the flag over there, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not those towers. That is the spawn island. We gotta pass by it and go over there to the flag in the distance. So pass by Middletown, just keep going to the flag. Okay, straight away, not gonna waste any time. What we have to do here is pass through the tunnel, make sure to enter the back of the back over here. There's the boss, just ignore him and go to the left of the island. There is the rich man. So we talk to him and he'll be like, that is the son of the sick man. So he's like, bruh, I need to get my money back. I'll give you this ancient relic as a reward. That would be greatly appreciated. So now we have to do that. So follow along. If you see Marineford from the rich man, then you're going the right place. It's the bunch of trees on a little island. This is actually a secret island, keep that in mind. And we have to fight some dude. Okay, so I'm right here, and then you go into the cave, and there's the mob boss. I'm just gonna kill him real quick. Should be very easy. Done. that did the trick, and then you get the relic. I actually get it again, which is kind of funny. Okay, with the relic, we're on the final part of the quest. We finally made it. This does take a while, I know. We do actually quickly need to go back to Pirate Island and talk to the rich man, I believe, to complete this part of the quest. There he is, the rich man, and he'll be like, oh, yo, you can keep the relic. Thank you for getting my money back, blah, blah, blah. Now, what we want to do is go to the jungle again. So you can see it in the distance. It's the big trees. Meet you there. Now that we have the relic, we can finally continue the quest. So what we want to do is, of course, go to the gotcha Blox Fruit guy up here on the highest part of the island, I'm pretty sure. Maybe minus some of the trees and whatnot. But yeah, this guy, you want to go here. What we do from here is there should be a relic-shaped stone right over here. Or like you should be able to place the relic in here. So you can get it out on your inventory and place it in the spot where it is supposed to be. Now, the door should open now for you, and you should be able to fight the saber expert. So he is pretty strong. It is Shanks, of course. If he's not there, he will respawn every 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, you'll be able to give it a go, basically. Keep in mind, this guy is level 200, so it can be very hard if you're low level to kill him. Maybe you can get some help to kill him even, because I do believe you can bait him out of the area and let other people help you. He should also drop the saber, which is this sword over here. So I'm gonna beat him right now. Should be easy as pie for me, hopefully. Now, I think I can finish him off, bang, and that is the end of that. So we killed the boss, that's great. So now you should have the legendary saber item, and you should be able to buy instincts. Finally, this is what we came for. Also, if you're not level 200, he simply will not fight you. So keep that in mind. Like I said, that's why you need level 200. Otherwise, he just says that you're not ready to fight him. Also, if he's not in this server, like if he's not spawned, don't worry, you can just get the relic back every time from the rich man. So that is why I was able to get the relic again. So yeah, even if you leave the server, that is definitely a possibility. So if he's not spawned for you, you can go to a different server. And now finally what we came for, we can go to Skypiea and get instinct. So to get to Skypiea, just look for the clouds in the sky. I'm looking for them right now. Okay, so they were on the left side of the jungle island. But yeah, what you need to do is go up all the way to the top. But I'll show you a way to get there if you, if you can't fly. Okay, so the beginning part is fairly easy. I'm not gonna explain it too much because you can just walk there. Now, once you're all the way to the top, you might need quite a bit of energy to get there, but what I recommend you do is use some kind of launching skill rather, like that, and then you jump. Oh, you can dash, I forgot. Just use dash alongside jump and you can get there. It's not very hard. So now I'm gonna use my Flashstep to get there quicker, but what you have to do now is actually we have to go higher. And what you do, of course, to do that is you go here to the blue arrow. So you go inside this building and then jump down here. And now you're like, what's the point of this? I'm below the clouds. Well, it should teleport me now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it finally teleported me. I don't know. Sometimes you need to jump around a bit and fiddle around with it. But we're even higher up in the clouds now. And what we do here is, of course, we follow the tree. It is that simple. And go over there to the pyramid in the distance, past the bell, go all the way up in the pyramid. All right, this is the place where we can finally find the instinct teacher. This is what we've been waiting for, 750,000 belly, I think it was. So if you talk to him, he's like, yo, you want to learn it? Because we finally can, now that we beat the saber expert. Before that, he will just like basically say you're not ready. So yeah, just say like, yo, let's do it. Also, if you already have it, it will tell you how far you're along in mastery and you can like level it up. So I'm like, right now to me, he's like, you can do better than what you have currently because I barely mastered it. The mastery, what that will do is it will give you more dodges. It will give you free dodges, basically. Yeah. So now what it will look like, we do our little test, of course. I'm gonna go find an enemy and then I can show you. So there's one. If you press E, you will activate it and you will see through walls, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I can see him through walls, the enemy here. They updated it. It looks really cool, actually. But yeah, you have a few dodges. Now it deactivated because my dodges ran out. I think I can reactivate it. No. Yeah, now I can. So you should also be able to see players because of it. So let me use a skill. And now I think he is targeted. Maybe? Yeah, there it is. So when someone is aggroed on you, that is when they'll show on the map. All right, and that is it, guys. That is every single ability you can get in Blox Fruit that obviously is not related to Devil Fruits and is in the first heat. This video was 40 minutes to record, so that was pretty crazy. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching past this whole video. Let me know if this was somehow helpful to you, and a like rating below, and a like would help me out a lot as well. Subscribe for more content. Make sure to check out my Pet Simulator X challenges. Those are a lot of fun to do with Mr. Fout. We do a lot of crazy pet sim challenges every Sunday. Tune in for those. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you guys later. Bye-bye.